wants to know what happened to Nipsey Hussle and why it happened and so on and so forth. And with Whack 100 and Big U beefing. It's been a whole lot of back and forth. It's been a whole lot of misinformation. It's also been a whole lot of bullshit. You smell me? So now what happened to Nipsey Hussle really bothered me because I'm in his age group, and outside of the gang shit, outside of the gang shit, I would have to say I was more like Big Sam. I followed them same rules, codes, ethics, and understandings as an individual. And in my mind and in my teachings, I was taught to believe that if I handled things and carried it a certain way, once I made it to a certain point and I had accomplished certain goals, then I would be afforded a certain type of respectability. And seeing how the hopscotch game that you have to play to even get to that point is so it's like nailing jello to the wall. You don't see too many guys that make it because like, oh, he snitched, oh, he left the hood, oh, his parents gave him some money. Oh, it's always something to discredit you. There was nothing you could say about Nip to discredit the man. So seeing that made me dig deep and know like, it do pay off. It will pay. And then to see him cut down like that bothered the fuck out of me, bro. Bothered me. And then to hear it be brought back up in a manner of which of disrespect to Nipsey really bothered me. So for the past little bit, I've been doing my research. Shout out to J Man. I've been doing my homework. I've been eating my whoops too. And what I've come to find out is Big U ain't had nothing to do with Nipsey getting killed. I talked to Eric Holder himself. I'm about to show you some proof that I talked to the nigga himself. And now that don't absolve Big U out of what he being accused of with some of this strong arm tactics, which is what made it so easily to believe that he might have had something to do with Nipsey. Now that ain't saying that Big U wasn't being a player hater in some cases when it came to Nipsey, but he didn't have nothing to do with that. You know, while making this video and while doing some of this research, I just had to throw this in there. I realized, like, outside of California, the way some of y'all black people treat each other, we look at it as player hate. I know it might be gang politics, it might be being in the game, but we kind of look at that shit as crab in a bucket, leech behavior. Now, that's not necessarily trying to disrespect nobody or nothing like that, but then y'all behavior kind of comes off as disrespectful to the other black people in America because it's certain things we do to each other no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like in Detroit, right? Two black people would kill each other, right? But a black person here ain't gonna stand there while you partner up with a white person to kill a black person. A black person here, I might exploit you, but I'm not gonna stand here and help this white dude exploit you. Y'all do a lot of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I might rob you, but I'm not gonna extort you, dog.
Hey, I definitely want to salute Wano for that, man. You know, from an outsider looking in, you got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? And for him to identify that, and that's his perspective. And by all means, he absolutely got his right to drop that opinion, man. And like I said, it's time to wake up, man. It's definitely time to wake up. But it's an invisible line that, you know, coming on the West Coast that we know what it is. You see what I'm saying? And you know, coming from California, it don't justify it, but it's a visible line that, you know, coming from California, we really don't like thumb down on. You know what I'm saying? But from the outside world looking in, you are 100% right, bro. You see what I'm saying? But each city, each state, you know, different folks for different, you know, different strokes for different folks. Some like Pepsi, some like Coke. And you nailed it on the head, cuz I'm not gonna hold you on that. You definitely nailed it on the head. I can't do nothing but say, yeah, I respect that, bro. So with that being said, shout out to King Wano, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Great perspective so far. I'm smelling what you selling, but let's get to it, man. So y'all tune in because he finna drop a bomb. I'm talking about C4. You know what I'm saying? And now it's gonna start to revert back to Bricc, baby, and everything that's standing behind Bricc, baby. Now, me personally, this ain't me sending no shots at Bricc, baby. hey, we running the content over here, man, and definitely a little later we might even get Wano to come up. You know what I'm saying? We might have him come on the live so we can you know, double dribble on what's being said coming from Shitty G. You know what I'm saying? Eric Holder. So come on, let's come on with it, man. Run this content. Let's go.
I may not like you, but I ain't gonna try and block you doing better for yourself. And to be honest, it seems like it's okay to do a lot of that in California, at least Southern California. I specified all you Northern Californians because they be on my ass. Like, that's a Southern California thing. And I guess they got a point. And we out.
Now, as you see, he say Big U is too old to be bringing up in this situation. You also see it's a big difference in between being Shitty G and Shitty Cuz. He goes on to explain his level of gangsterism and his specific set within the game. Oh yeah, he went.
All right, so if y'all look at that date, let's just say this, right? This is Eric Holder responding to Wano. Now, of course, they're not talking on the phone. I don't believe he got those privileges, but he do have some way to communicate. Certain people know how to get access to him. Certain people don't. But we're going to have Wano come up just so we can make sure that it's clear and it's verbatim. So we're going to run the content, and then I'm going to drop that link for you, dog, and we finna get to it. Let's go. This big right here. This is big. This coming from Eric Holder. Let's go.
Went in. And then I asked him what was going on out there. He say too much.
And as you can see from the message that, you got to decode the gang talk and the posturing. Basically what he's saying is Big U too old to even have any say-so in what they doing. And then something else he went on to point out to me is his name is Shitty G. Bricc Baby, he called Bricc Baby an affiliate. Bricc Baby can't call no dogs on him. He's not his big homie.
Yeah, hey, and look, hey, that boy Wano got the proof to back it up. So hold on, let me put that down for a minute. So wait a minute, Shitty. Now I remember, Bricc Baby, aka Shitty Cuz, going on major platforms saying that that's his little homie, and by him using that, it shot him so far up through the algorithm because it's like, all right, you was right, that's your little homie, and now it's starting to look like, hey, catch this, like, everybody talk about how Shitty is a shooter, he an imminent threat to anybody that disrespect him. But by you attaching your name as being his big homie, you would think like, nigga, you supposed to be a shooter and a killer too, because that's the way it's supposed to come. Now, Bricc Baby, you got some answers you got some questions to answer, homie. This do not look good whatsoever. Especially watch, and I'm gonna bring Wano up in a second. Hey, big shout out to Wano, man. Hey, listen, homie. We're gonna have to get some references, or we're gonna have to vet, them statements, especially coming from Eric Holder, which I definitely believe is possible that that's the only way he can communicate. So, we go get into it though, and we go fall in, because at the end of the day, especially with him being a killer and him doing the most fucked up shit that he should have never done. He's stumping down on his cripping, and he's looking like he feel offended that you running out here, nigga, saying that, nigga, you his big homie. You see what I'm saying? And by the fact him saying you're an affiliate is a non-banger. That's somebody who's affiliated with the game, homie. That don't mean you from 6-0. That mean you affiliate of 6-0. And it's a lot of niggas out here that's affiliate from certain hoods. It's niggas of affiliates. Now he didn't get his put on officially, but we fuck with him like that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come over here, he do his 1-2. Like, we really fuck with him. He affiliate, but far as a stamp member, nah. So Bricc Baby, it looked like you got some smoke coming up the tunnel, homie. It's some smoke. Hey, it's some smoke in the alley, bro. And now the whole world go want to know. Hold on, especially if this coming from Shitty G. We can't even call him Shitty Cuz no more, because that's Bricc Baby. Shitty G is somebody totally different. And by him calling you affiliate means that you don't bang, bro. You're not a banger. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no shots at you. This is coming straight from the content. So with that said, we gonna run it, and then we gonna have Wano come up and he gonna explain it at the end. Let's get it.
And it's a difference between the bigs and the littles, the lokes, cousins, and the G's. From my understanding, it means something if you got a loke on the end of your name. It means something. It's different if you got a G on the end of your name. And it means something different if you got cuz on the end of your name. Shitty G, I'm thinking that G mean going. Because just in the way he typed the shit was too hardcore. I don't know what the fuck to say about it. But he specified that, and he's offended by Bricc Baby's claims. Bricc Baby's not his big homie. He wanted that clear. He also wanted it to be clear that nobody could tell him he could or could not be in that neighborhood because he is alumni. And his threat level, he's threat level number 2. Oh, yeah.
All right. Hold on. I gotta say something on that. Don't get it wrong. What Shitty Cub proved to the world? Yeah, he proved that. Yeah, he a shooter, he a gunner, all that. But ain't nobody that big that they could say I could do what I want, because you might be a killer, Shitty G, but it's multiple killers out there that ain't going for it. You see what I'm saying? A nigga paint your shirt like Picasso out here, especially if you a threat level 2. Oh, nigga, man, let me tell you something how niggas get down, man. A nigga play cool with you, take you to a bar, put some battery acid in your drink, get you drunk. Because think about it. Sometimes I tell y'all all the time, the game ain't about just your gangster. It's about having street smarts too. You understand what I'm saying? A nigga befriend you. Nigga, this is when the ultimate betrayal come in. Take you to a bar, like look out for you, and nigga slide some battery acid in your drink, nigga. And all right, bro, I holler at you. You jump in the car somewhere and you gone. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say niggas better understand how this cripping go. Nigga, this cripping could go so many ways. It ain't always about knocking a nigga down and shooting a nigga and squabbling a nigga, because a nigga will do some finesse on you like that. And they be like, oh, that nigga died. How you die? Oh, man, I don't know. You got some of that battery acid in them. You know what I'm saying? So the game is definitely crucial that you understand it's not always about being a shooter, man, because a nigga get you up out of here in so many different directions, bro. But let's go, man. I'm definitely fucking with the content, though, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. Oh, man. The sad thing about this is we get ourselves involved in stuff not realizing the ramifications. Did Nipsey need the gang to get to where he was going? Maybe. Or maybe he just felt that way. We got to watch what we get involved in, man. And then once you a soldier in that uniform, you got to know as a legislator in the Navy, you can't run up on a ship commander.
All right, so hey, Wano, come up to the top. Only Wano, because I want to holler at you too, bro. Because I gotta call you out on this part. You know, and I see what you're saying, but I gotta call you out. You gotta answer this for me, bro. Like, despite your end of what you said, hey, come up to the top, bro. You said it was basically like, Nip should have never said what he said to him. Like, it was just like, you gave him. You got to explain it. You got to come up and explain that, bro. I want to know what you meant, because I know you meant well, and I know you meant solid. All right, you said 1 second. All right, cool. We got Wano coming up, man. Basically, what I took from it, though, Wano, was, like, basically Nip should have never disrespected Enforcer. You see what I'm saying? And I get that. I get it. But it's some things that Eric Holder said in that message, homie, that kind of seemed like some other stuff, like as if he was bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody that big. I don't know, Sam Fry. If you not Wano, you can't come up here, man. This is exclusive. You know what I'm saying? 101 live with the bro, man. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, hold on, let's finish the rest of this, and yeah, we gonna keep it going.
In the manner of which they may deem disrespectful, even if they subordinate to you. They willing to go to the Bricc for 100 years about their respect. And as much as I love Nip, as much as I respect Nip, as much as I appreciate Nip,
Hold on, bro.
I
Hold on,
can't
I
look
got you.
past that fact.
All right, so Wano in the building. What up? What up, though?
What's the deal? Long time subscriber.
Yes, sir, man. Hold on, let me
You
get
know you started all this.
Oh yeah, man. You know, they're open, man. You know, I stand on that. Hold on, Uncle Bang. I don't know who Uncle Bang is, man. Hold on. Let me.
I don't know him off rip.
All right, easy call. Yeah, hey, this is exclusive, man. We got Wano in the building. Make sure y'all go follow him, man. He dropping dope content. You know, great perspective. And yeah,
Most
man,
definitely.
I'm fucking with you, nigga. Straight up,
man.
Bro.
I appreciate it. You know, I'm the mindless mentor, XD boy. And it's a lot of things people don't understand because they ain't really giving themselves the opportunity to.
Wano, you got to tell us about yourself, bro, because you got.
Oh, go ahead.
You go in. Tell us about yourself, where you from, and you know, 1, 2.
Detroit, 6 Mile representative, project baby. You know what I'm saying? They used to call me Snowflake in the street, buddy, different states. You know what I'm saying? Went legit about 7 or 8 years ago. And people always ask me stuff about being legit or the crossover or the changeover. And really it's a mentality thing, state of mind, you being able to do it. So I came into the YouTube page by mistake. I wanted to tell jokes, couldn't make it get off work in time to go tell jokes. You got to be there by like 6:30 on the Wednesday and Tuesday. So I took all the jokes, put it in a song called Community Dick, and put that out. And the YouTube page came with that. And I just want to put BS on my YouTube page. So I started translating for the ignorant. Because just because you ignorant don't mean you don't want to do better. You know what I'm saying? But you got to see it and you got to hear that it's a way to do so. So as I take ignorant shit I see on the internet, I try and translate it for people that's caught into them situations to tell them how to navigate through.
All right. So let's fall into it, man. So basically, how did you get access to Eric Holder?
Now looking at all y'all videos and everybody trying to explain for Big U and defending, that shit started to look shaky. You know what I'm saying? And I realized I had spoke on Big U based on information I got from everybody else. So I'm like, I remember Eric Holder tried to get interviewed when he first got arrested, but Vlad and everybody else just shut him down. Now, to all of us outside of California, that did look weird because we want to know what the fuck was said between him and Nip.
Okay.
So I went on a search. He in a medical facility. He not in a, like, I don't want to say criminally insane, but he in a real funny type of facility to where access is limited or whatever, but he is located in.
Wait, you went out, bro. You went out. Hold on, he'll be back. Hey, it's
we here.
All right, let's get it. You got to say it all over. The audience can hear you.
I say he is located in the state of California, but he in something like a medical facility. Not, I don't want to say criminally insane, but he probably in the place like where the Riddler was at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not a regular jail where I could video call him. I was able to send him some bugs, but I just needed the information for myself, bro. And I ain't put out everying he said. I just put out that little bit.
You going so fast, bro. I want to capture everything. Look, it's 1,200 people in here, man, and I'm definitely. I want my audience to go support you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of nigga I am, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, we just do real shit. I don't expect you to hold hands and kick cans. Call it how you see it, bro. Regardless of what the audience feel about you or not, bro. Just do your one too. So let's start from let's start from where you say he's at. He's in a medical facility.
Yeah, he's in a medical jail. You know what I'm saying? He be able to respond to me maybe like once or twice a week. We've been building for the past couple of weeks. You know, I got him right on the Zuzus and whams, a couple bones in his pocket, which is another thing. You know, niggas be claiming true to these gangs and they ain't fucking with you when it count.
So ain't nobody from 6-0 fucking with him. Basically, he ain't getting no support.
But you see in the messages, what I had from my information, like we know 6-0s and 6-0s, but it's like 3 or 4 different sets within there.
Right.
And he a View Park. What he called was View Park. You know what I'm saying? Or some of that nature. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay.
But he was saying I think it's Overhill View Park is how he put it.
Yeah.
That's a set.
Yeah. It's on the other side. Yeah, but so let me ask you this, right? And I definitely want to be verbatim because it's not no attack on Bricc Baby for as content creators. This is coming from Shitty G. We got to make sure we're correct. So he go by Shitty G and not Shitty Cuz. So,
you saw how he corrected me?
Yeah, I seen that. So hold on. Hey, Wando, man, you know I gotta give verbatim, man. You know, nigga, you damn near close around my age. I'm in the 40 area now. You know what I'm saying? So grown men. So how did he take Bricc Baby, you know, claiming the fame of him being a big homie and him being a little homie?
See, I didn't put out all the messages because I want to do information, not disrespect. In the most respectful way, he ain't like that shit at all.
Oh, okay.
He not feeling that at all. I got a whole text message just on Bricc Baby, but I ain't feel it was necessary. I'm not trying to destroy Bricc or nothing like that. We just want to, right. But for these kids, the reason why the kids don't listen to us is because they're not getting all the information for understanding. So if we want to cherry pick what we put out there, how can we expect them to understand?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of cherry picked. You saw that. That was strategic for him to say that he was in line with him. No different than Paul P interviewing Cowboy all them times, building his channel without asking a real question.
Well, Bricc, I'm not going to take nothing from Bricc, but he got a lot of attraction by speaking upon Shitty. At the time, we thought was Shitty Cuz. Yeah. So you're giving us confirmation, bro, that his name is Shitty G and not Shitty Cuz.
He did not appreciate having Cuz on the end of his name. He even explained with the G4, and then he went on to give me his threat level. Some of them messages I put in there, but he didn't like that at all, which is kind of funny. He like the most respectful killer I know, but he be serious in his communication.
Wait, did you just say this nigga's the most respectful killer I know?
Yeah, man. He got manners and all that.
No, well, look, at the end of the day, that's how most killers are. They respectful. They don't come with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that streets know, they have warned you, like, because they peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Right. Killer just off of just whoop. So once you disrespect their peace, man, it's a whole different story. But no, so let me ask you this, right? So, you know, right now we're standing at the point where he feel offended that Bricc Baby has been claiming his name to fame and making it seem like he's under Bricc Baby.
Right. But he can't call no dogs on him.
Yeah, I mean, well, Bricc Baby been blowing up the internet, talking about the score team. I mean, sending, certain people certain ways. Bricc Baby, I don't know Bricc Baby. I've been very familiar with the 6-0s my whole life. I went to school with a lot of Overhills. Huster O, my nigga Clifton and all them dudes from back in the day.
Right.
But I don't even know if he's still out there, but I grown to like Bricc Baby's his energy. You see what I'm saying? I grown to understand where he coming from, but this is a whole new field, bro. This basically saying like, you know, his Crip card don't check out by him being called a.
Did you not? You got to read the messages. He say that. He say, don't put me in line with somebody who Crip card don't check out. Eric says that in the messages.
Yeah, so he basically saying,
you tried to look past that, didn't you?
Listen, hey, you know, Bricc Baby, you know, he got 6-0 on his body like everybody else, but it's a lot of kids who got that shit too, you know. But shit,
it's a lot of niggas with face tattoos that run when the fights start too.
Yeah, real shit.
You know, and then like you older, you know some of that stuff Bricc Baby sit on that white man's platform and do is diabolical. You know that's disgraceful.
I mean, I'm a person like this, bro. I ain't going for no disrespect from anybody, bro. Like, you know, I'm just like this because I ain't the baddest motherfucker. But if you say you could whoop me, bro, we just gonna have to see. We just gonna have to see about it, bro. That's just the type of nigga I am. I ain't going for no disrespect from no man. I don't care who you is. As men, we gonna both go home feeling each other. How about that? Right, easy call. Right. I'm gonna definitely fall in, but but nah, man, this takes the game to a whole nother level, man, because now this is a direct shot at Bricc Baby coming from Shitty G itself. So everybody that's in the audience, you know, Wano have basically had who still currently has communication with G, aka Eric Holder, and he's saying that he's offended that Bricc Baby is saying that that's his little homie and calling Eric Holder shitty cuz when it's actually shitty G. So if you don't mind, can you elaborate some of the things you said in some of your content originally?
Nothing besides him putting that shitty G in all caps, you know what I'm saying? But watching all y'all do y'all content and then Big U being accused of doing this and doing that. And I made a video where I might have accused him because I was upset in the video, right? And I was looking at Loose Cannon say some certain things or whatever. So then I said, I got to do my research. And that led me to Eric. And then I got to asking him questions once we got in contact. And once I saw his disposition to where it's like, he didn't have no disrespect for you, but he was just basically saying that's generations of a difference. He had, and then when you talk about the separation of the hoods, he say he had no place in there, and he kind of knew Nip like they was cordial, but they wasn't friends. And he also claimed that they didn't have no fight beforehand. So that further makes me think something disrespectful had to be said within that instance, going one way or the other. But me and him ain't got to that. Well, I ain't gonna put that out as far as if he answered that question yet.
Well, listen, you know, as being content creators, gang, you know, you came out with this content, so you gonna have to back up, you know, because you know you got a lot of traction now. You got a lot of eyes on you now. It's on here. A lot of people gonna say your information is fake. How can you validate? How can you prove that you know that you really talk to Shitty G?
Hey, people ain't never seen Jesus, but they believe in him, don't they? They preach his word and all that. So I mean, whether you want to pay your tithes to the church or not, that's up to you. But I done already laid the gospel.
Right. Nah, easy car. Hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm some good game, man. I'm just trying to make everybody come together like prayer hands around here. You understand me?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to make everybody come together like prayer hands, man. That's all I'm trying to do, man. But
like you know, we can't come together if everybody gonna lie about who they is and what they did, and if we gonna be blaming people, you know what I'm saying, for this, that, or whatever. It's kind of like imagine being dog. I don't agree with some of the things that Big U has done, but to be accused of that kind of makes it worse. But then at the same time, when you lying about the extortion and shit, it makes it easy for people to believe that. And then you got all these celebrities that ain't admitting to these stories that we've been hearing as YouTubers and people in the streets for the longest. But now you got people coming to the internet with the other side of it, and they strategically being quiet about it. It's kind of pissed me off a little bit. So this ain't the only thing I'm investigating. I'm also investigating LL, Biggie, and the transgenders. You know, they was putting transmissions in the video corrupting little kids. I don't think that shit was cool. I was one of them little kids throwing his hands in the
air. Okay. Yeah, you kind of froze up on me. So yeah, man. Hey, Wano came on and guess what, man? For everybody to keep it all the way thorough, man. Look, y'all can't take nothing from this man. If he has communication with Shitty G, y'all can't. How can y'all deny that? How can y'all disclaim that? You see what I'm saying? Like y'all can come up with your own theory, but at the end of the day, if y'all
that's the problem with niggas. Go and spend $40, $50 and check it out yourself. Don't just sit there calling somebody a name. Do like I did and scratch the surface. And then when you see it's real, I mean, can I post receipts? Yeah, you got to get them niggas all your information, get him his information. And I got to sign it every time we send each other a message. This ain't no shit to lie about. It's trackable. But we ain't going to waste our time responding to the ignorant. You know, fuck that. You know, fuck them.
Look, bro. I don't hold hands and kick cans, bro.
I'm still in that one.
Yeah. Easy call. You got that, bro. But like I said, man, when it comes to this content, man, I just try to bring everybody together like prayer hands, man, because we gonna run it up over here, man. For me, Eric Holder have not spoken to anybody on the streets in regards to why he did. We still don't know. That's yet to be, you know, discovered. But right now, this is the this is the closest thing we got to even hearing something from his side.
No, that ain't true. Remember when he first got convicted, he tried to get on Vlad. He tried to get on a couple places, and all y'all YouTubers out there band together and didn't, but not including you, because he went after the big platforms. I think Alex Alon, I don't want to put no words in his mouth, but he might have tried him too. But he tried several different platforms to get his story out. Vlad said it on Vlad TV. He said, "Oh, we ain't touching you." So all of us outside of California thought it was just a conspiracy, like y'all was purposely not interviewing him.
Well, you
But he
gotta,
ain't hard to.
yeah, but you gotta understand what Nip mean to California, bro. Like, you know, at the end of the day, he still took Nipsey Hussle's life. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And whether the reasons is justified or not, bro, he was a leader. You know what I'm saying? He was somebody that he was the Pac of our generation. You know,
That's my whole thing. Like, we had somebody here in Detroit called Blade Icewood, and when something happened to him, we all wanted to know why. We all wanted to find out. So the fact that y'all, I don't want me no disrespect, but we all love Nips. He belonged to this age group, not just to California. Right. And it seemed like y'all wasn't really trying to find out what happened. And all the other black men that's been in his age group that's running business and trading information with each other, we wanted to know what the fuck happened. And we get on it.
Yeah, but let me say this: politics get involved. You got to understand how the politics is. Like on the West Coast, gang culture is like a religion, bro. It's really a religion. It's the mecca of gang bangers. So the politics, man, it's like but everybody got to share Nip. He wasn't just for California, bro. He was for everybody. Right. Yeah, he was.
That's the thing. And then politics, man. That shit ain't been doing good for y'all city. It ain't been doing good for y'all state. It ain't been doing good for y'all community. It ain't been doing good. And then let's be clear, because I did my research. The gangs in California the ones in Southern California started to keep the Black Panthers from growing down there. So if that's the rock it's founded on, then how can we keep promoting and let that exist and continue? On top of the fact, it's documentaries out here with some of the OG big homies was touching little homies when they made it to the pen.
Hey, what? Hey,
I'm just saying, if we gonna play politics, I'm a politician.
Look, bro, I told you, we trying to come together like prayer hands. See, it's certain
most
shit.
Definitely.
Hey, look, you can have that part right there. You know,
I'm just saying, if we gonna G-check me, let's G-check the whole situation for those in the comments.
But you know, at the end of the day, you know, those allegations, you know, that you entitled to that, bro. I would never tell a nigga not. I'm all for niggas being 100 about who they are and how they feel about shit. I ain't
definitely.
Stand on your 1-2, grab your nuts, nigga, and say, yeah, I said it, because that's how I get in. If I say something, you feel about it, yeah, I said it. But when me being I'm not a politician no more, so I ain't answering no shit like that. That's for niggas that's in the politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't for me, bro. But hey, I respect. Go ahead.
But the situation is we can't keep holding the line on each other that we don't hold with ourselves, or we won't press on them. So I'm not gonna hold you to a standard that I'm not gonna hold myself to, and I'm damn sure not gonna press nothing on you that I ain't gonna press on them non-melanated folks. How about that?
Hey, you got to take the good with the bad with everything you go through on this blacktop, bro. But at the same time, man, this is what I say. Everybody got a voice, man. Pop y'all shit. Because I ain't never been a person that's scary, that's going to call it for how I see it. And if that's how you see it, bro, it well deserved to be out there on the front line. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it ain't even about being scary. It's about being a man. I got kids, nephews. Am I supposed to really see some shit that's not okay? My kids know it ain't okay. And I tell my kids not do it, but I don't say shit.
I respect that. You know why? Because once you see some shit, you can't unsee it.
That's part of being a man, ain't it?
Absolutely. You got to realize when you dealing with a job, nigga, you can't come back and say I fucked up. No, when you fuck up at a job, you're fired. That's it. Ain't no being trying to rationalize or none of that. So I respect that. But you just can't be pointing the finger at the West Coast, nigga. Detroit got its own motherfucking boogers in their nose.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Motherfucking in Detroit, you know, a nigga pop his own cousin for some little money, so it's everywhere, bro. It's not just.
But look, I'm glad you brung that up. Let me just, because we speaking on Detroit, I'm glad you brung that up. Tell me two Detroit people that's beefing. Now they got problems, but we don't bring that shit publicly. And you right, a nigga might kill each other in front of their mama house, but we ain't gonna come outside of Detroit and say that shit. Y'all got this on center stage for the world to see, and they thinking all of us niggas roll like that, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No,
that part, niggas can be as treacherous as they want to be, but do we gotta be on Adam 22 show with it? And then niggas in these comments talking shit about me, but I ain't saying shit to the white boy disrespecting every gang.
Don't worry about that. Well, I know you can't give a fuck about the audience, bro. You doing good, bro. good.
I just got to throw it out there for the clips. We doing content, you know.
Yeah, we doing the content, but now my issue
Shit like that be for the whack 100s, you know.
My issue that I had with you was I needed to be clear about what did you mean in regard of, you know, it sounded like you was kind of justifying what Eric Holder did to Nick. You gotta clear that up, bro. You gotta clear it up.
I'm not justifying it at all. This is just the true facts. I'm a hustler, right? When I was in the game, I was a hustler. Did I do gangster shit? Yeah, but that was not my classification. Now, no matter what type of problem I had with somebody who might have been a gangster, they might have been a thief, or they might have been a this, I had to use a specific style of conduct when I dealt with that person because they play a different game. The same way they had to use a certain type of conduct with me.
Bro, I want to get to that, but you backpedaling. What did you mean when you said what you said in the end? You want me to play it for you so you can respond for it?
You can run it back, but I go ahead.
Yeah, let me play it. You know, we got to keep it thorough, bro. Like,
most definitely.
But I need to understand what did you mean when you were saying, like, you know, you basically label Shitty G as an enforcer and Nipsey Hussle disrespected him and he got what he had coming to him. And
that ain't what I said. I'm saying like Nipsey is more like executive branch.
Okay.
Dog was a soldier. Just like in the military, you can't, just because I'm the lieutenant, if I say something to a Navy SEAL, he might want to put hands on me. That's what he do all day while I legislate. Now, even though I got more rank, I got more money, this, that, or whatever, this dude pushes a line every day. I can't just talk to him like I talk to my other associates. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, it's certain people that I can't just walk up to and say how I feel. You feel me?
All right. So look, let me play it. Back on. Because you made some interesting points, though, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that shit should have happened to him at all. But you know, it's people I know I can't walk up. Oh yeah, let's listen.
He's not. Bricc Baby's not his big homie. He wanted that clear. He also wanted it to be clear that nobody can message that, you know, you got to decode the gang talk and the posturing. Basically, what he's saying.
You talking about at the end, ain't
you? To even have any
say
so in what they doing.
Bet.
And then something else he went on to point out to me is his name is Shitty G. Bricc Baby, he called Bricc Baby an affiliate. Bricc Baby can't call no dogs on him. He's not his big homie. And it's a difference between the bigs and the littles, the lokes, cousins, and the G's. From my understanding, it means something if you got a loke on the end of your name. It means something different if you got a G on the end of your name. And it means something different if you got cuz on the end of your name. Shitty G, I'm thinking that G mean going. Because just in the way he typed the shit was too hardcore. I don't know what the fuck to say about it. But he specified that and he's offended by Bricc Baby's claims. Bricc Baby's not his big homie. He wanted that clear. He also wanted it to be clear that nobody could tell him he could or could not be in that neighborhood because he is alumni. And his threat level, he's threat level number 2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. The sad part, the sad thing about this is we get ourselves involved in stuff not realizing the ramifications. Did Nipsey need the gang to get to where he was going? Maybe. Or maybe he just felt that way. We got to watch what we get involved in, man. And then once you a soldier in that uniform, you got to know as a legislator in the Navy, you can't run up on a ship commander in the manner of which they may deem.
Okay, so clarify that because you basically place Shitty G, you know what I'm saying? And what the comparison is definitely, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
your ideology, you're basically saying you correlating to the army. Well, you know, we talking about the street.
Right.
So clarify that for me on a street perspective, because everybody might.
What I'm clarifying is
I can't hear you, bro, because you know, like, yeah, it comes off like it comes off like you saying like his cripping rank is bigger than Nipsey's. You know what I'm saying?
his cripping. No, I'm not saying that. Nipsey made the gang bigger. Nipsey brought the gang money. He secures the gang. That's like an artist cussing out his security guard. Like they might listen to that a little bit, but
yeah, you going in and out, Brody.
oh my bad. They both got different roles, and for him to talk to somebody that protected, and you're somebody that pays or represents it, it's kind of different. Plus, let's be real. Nip was already having trouble from the other gang members trying to press people when he brought them around. That's already a fact. So, like the aura of disrespect was already. You know what I'm saying? The aura of disrespect was already being created by certain things that was happening.
So it's like this, bro. You know, you got gangsters and street soldiers. You see what I'm saying? They totally sectors. You know what I'm saying? You know, a gangster, some of the top gangsters, they give orders, and street soldiers take orders. It's a big difference. And you know, I call them street operators, bro. I don't even call it gang banging no more, because Ricos and all that shit, gang injunction enhancements come behind gang banging, gang bangers. If we don't evolve and adjust to a new way of structure, you know what I'm saying, niggas is forever get caught up, you know, because everybody, you know, right now, everybody got cell phone towers and CCTV TVs on every corner and stop sign. So gang banging and thugging, I don't care where you were in the United States, it is definitely complicated at this point. But everybody that's in the audience, everybody that's in the audience, hey, Wano definitely got, if y'all go to his channel, that's why I'm really trying to tell y'all, go to his channel. He shows the receipts of him emailing him, his communication with him and Eric Holder. I'm gonna go back through it so y'all can see it, but go ahead, Wano.
Oh yeah, just long story short, I lost a brother in a similar situation. My brother was Zone 8 gang member, and my father killed him. You know why my father killed him? Because my brother told him what he was gonna do to him. My father, drug dealer from the 80s. You don't tell him what you're gonna do to him before you do it or you don't do it. And so this is a lesson that I learned the hard way. Not that my brother was soft, not that my brother deserved that, but my brother made a mistake telling somebody what he was gonna do to them. You know what I'm saying? Some people, and this is between a father and a son. So after a person like me learn a lesson that way, I mean, I'm gonna look at it for what it is, no matter who it is. If I gotta look at my own blood brother who I share the face with, and my father who I share a face with, go through something like that based on my brother disrespected code. If he felt that way about the old dude, he was supposed to just handle business. We both knew, because mind you, my father tried to shoot me before he killed my brother. We both knew this nigga was cut like that. So why he thought he was so hard to where he could just say something instead of doing something, I don't know. I love my brother, I miss him, but he did make that mistake and it cost him his life for it. And all I'm saying is, we got to recognize what we doing and who we speaking to. Some people ain't got shit to lose, and you got everything to lose. Why would you even entangle or engage with saying anything to this ignorant motherfucker?
All right, so let me ask you this. How long have you been in communication with Eric Holder?
Couple weeks. It took longer to find him than I've been talking to him.
Now, is it hard to access him? I personally don't want the information, so I'm not gonna ask you for any of that shit. That's y'all. You know, Nip, my nigga. I went to school with Nip. So, but at the end of the day, you know, you from Detroit, man, and you know, you got your own, you know, your own inquiries about what happened and how it went down. And you,
I'm not. Let me say that first. I'm not taking no sides. I'm a Nip fan. I like Nip. Me having a respect for Nip, him inspiring me. I actually shed a tear when I heard that shit happen, because it's hard to be what they call a real nigga, and Nip checked all the boxes. So it bothered me since he died. How does somebody that check all the boxes and make it to being successful get killed in front of his business? That shit bothered me. So I went and scratched the surface. I wanted to know, like, why did you do this? Like, we can't just be scared. We can't be scared to get closure just because we on one particular side. Motherfuckers needed closure. I wanted some closure. Why? How does this happen? If it was somebody that was never supposed to happen to, Nip and Dolph is two people. Some shit like that should have never happened to. We can even take Tupac out the conversation. Them two niggas, that shit should have never happened. So I'm interested in why. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And niggas that say they love them, they should want to know why too. Instead of all this shit keep living on for years. Black Sam said this, Big U said that, Cowboy said this. Let's just talk to the horse's mouth and have peace and closure, bro. That's all I wanted.
Well,
You know, I'm on my Dr. Umar.
I'm definitely smelling what you selling. But far as me, I definitely want to keep his name alive. I don't ever want it to close because at the end of the day, some of our greats that die so fast, bro, they history tend to die with them because we stop speaking on it in a positive light. So what I want to do is, because a lot of the naysayers in the audience, I'm gonna play the receipts of you communicating and how you communicated, and you can stop me at any time. So let me
oh no, you good? Go ahead.
All right, let's go.
Now, as you see, he say Big U is too old to be bringing up in this situation. You also
You see,
it's a
pause
big
it, pause it. You see where it say his Crip card? He say, I don't do well with people who Crip card don't check out. He basically telling me right there, he'd kill a motherfucker who card is in question.
And
Like
this is how you communicate with Eric Holder. It's the only way he can communicate because he's in a medical facility, correct?
Now that I don't know for sure. This was the number one option, or you could write a letter. I was asking him about video calls over the weekend, but it take a minute to send a message, him to actually get it, then send it back. But I was asking him, could he do the video call? I don't think he got a tablet like they do in some of the other jails. But mostly, you know, you don't want to keep reminding somebody about their situation. So I ain't want to dig too deep into what it's like being in there. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So he goes off to say, cuz is just an affiliate.
Right.
So that kind of, I know Bricc is probably, I think Bricc should respond to this because if this is factual, you know,
he gonna put Kill Squad in the street. Kill Squad in the street.
if this is real intel, you know, I think Bricc will want to kind of, you know, defend his name, you know, because basically what this letter says coming from Eric Holder, basically saying like Bricc ain't shit. He ain't nothing. Basically,
I don't think that's what he said. He say he an affiliate and he shouldn't be speaking on the situation. He say he's an affiliate to who I am. Basically, he kind of little homie in him. Cuz is just an affiliate to who I am. You see where he say that at?
Well, yeah,
so he ain't just. I don't think he dissing him. I think he putting him in his place.
Well, yeah, I would say that. I might say it a little different. Affiliate is someone who's not a gang banger. That's somebody who's a affiliate. You somebody who run with the team. You know, get money with the team, but you're not official. You know what I'm saying? That's what an affiliate is. A non-official.
I mean, that is. I don't know if y'all know this outside of California, but they already questioned Bricc Baby on that tip, because it's like if you lived in Atlanta and you lived in Florida throughout your teenage years, how much Crippin' in Cali could you have to did? Now, I'm not questioning him in that way, but he is outside of California already being questioned in that way, on top of how it looks to be on No Jumper with some of the things that go on there. Like how you gangsta Crippin' a man talk to you about transmission.
You keep attacking that boy with No Jumper, cuz.
I mean, I'm not attacking them, dog. It's just like that shit look bad to the rest of the world, bro. And like niggas come out to California and get killed and robbed and shit, and the rest of us can't understand how's y'all killing, robbing all the niggas, but he able to do that shit. We don't understand it. Now that's the question. That's the $1 million question. You got people in these comments that's ready to attack me, but they gonna go cut on No Jumper though. That's hypocritical as hell, y'all. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of self-hate within that.
I did that, but you gotta realize it's called freedom of choice. Nigga, they pay their own cell phone bills. They can watch what they want to watch, bro.
No, that ain't called freedom of choice. That's self-hate. If you see two people doing the same thing, but you find a problem with the black person doing it, that's self-hate. That's self-hate.
It's to each his own, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell nobody. You know, we neither can you. You can't tell them why you watching that nigga. Like, I'm the real one.
Hey, I watched the nigga too. I'm just talking about how it looked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I watch Vlad TV too, but it looks bad when niggas go in there and pour their soul out. I know if I know I wouldn't go on there and do what they doing, but I'll tune in. I'ma support you, nigga. He paying y'all. Fuck it. Let's keep it going. There's money in the hood.
Right.
But it looked bad.
I'm gonna say this, man. Far as me, conversing with you about this, so far, like I said, I don't know Bricc to have a real judgmental moment about him. If he pushes 6-0 and the 6-0s accept him, then out here we go accept him as for what he is. But from what that letter said, a non-affiliate, bro, I'm gonna need him to explain what that means too. Maybe
let's use the right term. He said he is an affiliate to who I am. Them the words he put. Because
right, so
because I got to stand on it, so I want to make sure the words is right.
Yeah, you're right. And it's right here, clear as day. Cuz is just a affiliate to who I am. And Cuz never called himself nobody big homie. If that's right. What I'm saying.
And you see, like, he kind of disappointed. Like, I don't even know why Bricc Baby got to speak up on the situation. Like, why would you even, like, so that's disappointment within there right there. Because you see how he come, he automatically tell you, Big, you too old to have anything to do with this. But why Bricc Baby got to even speak on it? That sounds like disappointment, more or less, to me.
Yeah.
More than disrespect.
Okay, call himself nobody's big homie. Okay, got you. Yeah, I'm considered shitty G. Okay, yeah.
Dog, you see how he typed that shit? Yeah, nigga, I gotta chill when I saw that shit. I'm like, damn, baby, I might have reached out to the wrong nigga.
Yeah. He kind of came in with it, man. But yeah, on that note, man, you want to leave any closing notes, man? Because we don't want the audience to misconstrue your intentions. Because from my perspective,
oh no, man,
solid. You were solid, and you entitled to your own opinion. So let the audience know what you're standing on.
Man, I'm just trying to bring closure. I don't know if y'all know this, but California is real big on YouTube to the rest of the world. And some of the things that y'all doing out there, just like in the 80s, it's influencing a lot of things over here because in a certain part of our culture, y'all like the motherland in some ways. And we're looking at what y'all doing and we wondering, is that what we supposed to be doing? And I just got to tell y'all, some of this shit don't look good, especially all the passes being given to white people. That's all I'm saying, man. And the quick attacking and killing niggas, that shit look bad to us. So like some of these things, they interest us all. And I just wanted to use my platform to actually investigate. Hey, are these guys that bad? Or is this just a problem? Do some of these guys agree with what's going on? Because all we got is assumptions because there's no closure and everybody getting a whole lot of fame off of off of their name that they may not even deserve.
A lot of people go question that letter behind him saying a gangster. Neighborhoods don't say gangster. We not gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing people will ask you to clear up, the gangster part on that.
I mean, I will ask him, but that shit caught me off guard because I had been hearing Cuz.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That shit caught me off guard for real. I didn't expect to hear that. I had a whole little lesson within that realm. But all I can say is that's him. That's what he sent me. I put the reel out there like that. I mean, I guess I can post receipts and credit cards from us going back and forth. I really don't give a fuck. But that's him, bro.
All right, for sure. And look, everybody go follow Wano, man. He definitely got some good tools y'all can use, man. Great perspective. Hey, I dig rocking with you, man. Busting out 1-2. And I appreciate you saying what you were saying, bro. But
appreciate
you. A lot of people will follow you behind this now. So you might need those receipts so you can be credible, bro. Like if you can, just post that shit,
Oh yeah, but see, like that's a whole nother other thing. That's the problem with the game. Like, can't nobody make me feel away because they feel away. If you don't believe me, that's on you.
Right.
I have absolutely positively nothing to do with that. Like, somebody will walk up on you and be like, I got a problem with you. They right. You got a problem, not me. And I'm on man time.
There you go. Easy call.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on man time. No disrespect to nobody. Now, you my partner. If you see me do something wrong and you pull me to the side and you say, yo, this look like that, that's something different. But as far as somebody ain't got no vested interest in me feeling away, expecting me to do something, I can't move on that and then tell my son he's supposed to have a mind of his own. I'm a hypocrite, nah.
There you go. Hey, I understand
so,
that. Yeah, but look, so I'm gonna let you go, bro, because we finna wrap this up, man. Appreciate you.
That's a bet,
bro.
I'm on you, man. I'm gonna get with you on Instagram and exchange info with you.
All right, let's do it. One. All right. So yeah, man, that was Wano right there, man. Straight out of Detroit, man. Like I said, this is content, bro. This is not, at the end of the day, once again, bro, when it comes to this content, I'm trying to bring everything together like prayer hands around here, man. And we definitely go run the content. Ain't nothing bigger than content. So with that being said, everybody entitled to their own opinion. Now, I would highly suggest y'all tap in with him, man. Besides, his inquiry with Shitty G and him expressing that, and I want to double back and rephrase that. He basically said he's an affiliate to who he is. So I said, affiliate, far as I was taking it as him being an affiliate from 6-0. So he never disclaimed that Bricc was from 6-0. So I wanted to clear that up. You see what I'm saying? Just because I like to be verbatim about how I dress and express certain things. So with that being said, a lot of y'all still want to know what did he mean. Y'all tap in with Wano, man. But for the most part, this is somebody who's not from California, who, he wanted to get his insight. So he had to do what he had to do. Whether he put some money on his books, because he says this is his receipts. He got the receipts of sending money to Eric Holder just to get some type of line of communication. And that's just what it is, man. But as far as him being a person, you can't judge any man for what they want to do with their own life and time, man. And I definitely think he's more than just what he had for Bricc. I seen some of his content. He got some good shit. He really got some good news y'all can use. So I'll say it's a thumbs up for me, far as in, seeing his message, dope energy, dope personality. And that's how we coming, man. But as far as everybody else, it threw me for a whirlwind, though. I'm like, oh, shit, hold on. Good. So I know a lot of y'all gonna say he lying, it's fake information. That's not up to me. But I definitely say this, as a grown man, bro, I'm not holding hands and kicking cans. So that's the content. That's what we got. I thank everybody for pulling up, man. Y'all know how I do my 1-2, man. Hey, if it's the content, we gonna run it over here. Until then, follow me on Instagram at NinaBoy_TV. Let me know what y'all think of this. I will be doing some remix clips to this. And that's how we coming, man. And if you want to react to it, man, let me know if y'all want to react to this, because I don't know how I'm going to chop it down. I might need some clips I might put somewhere else before y'all start clipping shit. So holla at me first if y'all going to react to it. Y'all definitely got action. Just holla at me first. Bricc, baby, can you answer that, bro? Like, we don't even know how factual this is, but we got to go off of bro word until proven otherwise. Everybody's proven innocent until guilty. And that's how we go run it over here, man. And I'll see y'all on the next